Hello and welcome to Practical Malware Analysis and Triage. My name is Matt Kiley, I go by Husky Hacks, and I will be your instructor for this course on the art and science of malware analysis. So let's do a quick Who Am I? When it comes down to it, I am a guy that tries to learn something every single day. As I said, my real name is Matt Kiley, and I go by Husky Hacks online. I am a cat dad. That cat that you see in the middle there, that little black and white tuxedo guy, his name is Cosmo. You'll actually be seeing him a little bit more during this course. And he's a black and white tuxedo cat, and I love him very much. I am also a mountaineer. I have summited Mount Kilimanjaro, like you can see up in the upper right-hand corner. I've done much of the New Hampshire White Mountain Ranges. I was through hiking the Appalachian Trail. I got pretty far and then had to turn back because of the COVID-19 outbreak. But I do plan on getting back out there and finishing it someday. I'm also a Marine Corps veteran, and I was staff at MIT Lincoln Laboratory in their Space Systems and Research Division as their lead cybersecurity analyst. Now, some of my education credentials: I have a Bachelor of Science in IT from Northeastern University in Boston, Massachusetts, and a graduate certificate in cybersecurity from the Rochester Institute of Technology. I was also previously a red team operator at a large financial institution, and now I write and produce content professionally. On Twitter, I am at HuskyHacksMK, and hey, feel free to give me a follow or just send me memes if you want. Now let's do a brief overview of this course. This course is a purely practical introduction to the field of malware analysis, triage, and light reverse engineering. This course has an emphasis on malware that is common to the Windows operating system, and the malware binary samples that have been written for this course emulate real-world malware TTPs. Some of the most common things that you'll see hitting endpoints in your organization are going to be emulated in these malware binaries. You're going to learn the state-of-the-art of malware analysis, with a focus on techniques and methodologies first and tools second, because tools always come and go, and there are always improvements being made to tools, but the methodologies and techniques generally remain the same. Now, one thing I'm most proud of is the fact that this is a lab-centered course. Now, there are 20 plus malware specimens in the lab repository that was built for this course, and they're yours to poke them, prod them, slice them, splice them, dissect them, inspect them to your heart's content. And the vast majority of them were written custom by me to reinforce the learning concepts of this course and to be safe for analysis. You're also going to learn how to build a malware analysis lab from the ground up and how to handle malware safely. You'll learn how to proceed through an analysis methodology to extract key insights out of these samples. And along with real-world TTPs, you're going to learn the latest trends in malware and tradecraft. We have malware samples written in many different types of languages, like Go and Nim and C#. We have different types of malware, like ransomware, process injectors. We have C2 agents. We have malicious documents. We have malware delivered via VBS and PowerShell, and much, much more. There is tons to explore in this course, and all of it mirrors the real world and what's going on with malware today. And finally, and maybe most importantly, this course covers report writing and signature writing so that we can publish well-written reports to tell the world what we saw. Now, let's briefly cover the topics of this course from a high level. We will start with safety always, setting up a lab and malware handling, in which you will learn the safe practices and build good habits of malware handling. We will then move to learning the 4 foundationals of malware analysis: basic static analysis, basic dynamic analysis. We will then have a challenge binary, advanced static analysis, advanced dynamic analysis, and then we will have another challenge binary. And then, after we have learned the foundational phases, we will move out to more specialty classes of malware. This will include phishing malware, like Microsoft Word, remote template injection, and Microsoft Excel macros. We will look at shellcode analysis. We will also look at scripted malware delivery, including PowerShell and VBS. We will then move on to C# assemblies, in which we will decompile and analyze the near source code of a C# assembly. We will then analyze malware written in Go. And we will take a look at Android malware in the mobile application section. Finally, for a penultimate course capstone, we will look at the boss fights, in which you will analyze a real-world malware specimen. After the penultimate challenge, we will look at automating the process with Jupyter notebooks and malware sandboxes. And then we will talk about writing Yara rules. Finally, we will talk about writing clear and concise triage reports and organizing our notes to submit for publication. And then we will have the course capstone, which I will leave as a surprise until we get there. And finally, we will wrap up with a course conclusion and some further readings. Now, I've got to say this from the beginning, and I want to set the tone right here. This course presents risky activities by nature, but that's okay. Your safety, and as an instructor, I'm not just saying this, I do believe this, your safety is extremely important to me. So safe malware handling procedures are taught from the very beginning of this course, and it is critical that you follow them at all times when you're handling malware. It never hurts to go back and look through your configs and make sure that your configurations are all okay and that your host and operating system are not going to be at risk while we're learning these skills. And finally, I just want to say thank you. Sincerely, this is an incredible thing to be able to put together and give to the community, and I just want to thank you for purchasing the course. I hope that anyone, regardless of your skill level, can leave this course having learned something. And as an aside, if you'd like to email me, my email is right there, or you can DM me on Twitter. I love hearing from students. I love answering questions. So please don't hesitate. Reach out if you'd like. And now let's move on to the next section here. We're going to talk a little bit about the course Discord and where you can find support and talk to me directly on Discord. So we'll see you over in that section.